Mum Foods is a farmer's market stand at its core. We're out at the farmer's markets every weekend and we're selling sliced barbecue. We're interacting with people on a week in and week out basis. They're buying sort of a grocery style product from us that they're using to feed their family, and they're trusting us for that. They're not just coming out for a beef rib and a tall boy. It feels like we're more involved in people's lives, and it feels like a big family because of it. All the meat we use, raised in Texas, hormone-free, antibiotic-free. We do it in a small craft setting, so small amounts of barbecue at a time, always cut fresh, right in front of the customer. Grew up in Texas, but my mom is from Queens. She was raised there. I would go during the summer to visit New York, and so I already loved Texas barbecue, and I knew about the sort of delis of the East Coast, and I felt like there was a parallel between deli food and barbecue food, in the fact that you walk into a deli and you go up to a counter and you tell a meat cutter how much you want. And to me, that was just like what you did when you went to a Texas-style barbecue restaurant. So as we started making barbecue, it dawned on me that really brisket and pastrami, as far as barbecue pieces, were so similar. The only real difference being that brine. And so we work with 44 farms in Cameron, Texas, and we work with Heartbrand beef. At that point, we bring them in, we trim them up into our pastrami pieces, which would be our moist cut, our center cut, and our lean cut. Get the excess fat off those. We go ahead and make us a brine. It's a very simple brine. Start obviously with some water in our brine. Every liquid brine is gonna need water. We're gonna add salt, sugar, and pink salt. We're gonna inject the meat and we're gonna let the meat brine for 1 week in the refrigerator. What we do is when we pull it out of the brine, that's when we apply our spice rub that does have some extra flavors in it. So you get that bite of black pepper, you get that really nice hoppy floral aroma of coriander, and then we really like to lean heavily on that third flavor of smoke. And that barbecue smoke, that oak wood smoke, is kind of the piece de resistance that brings it all together. So we don't need a lot of brown sugar and garlic and paprika. We kind of rely on the triumvirate of those two spices and the smoke working together to create what for me is definitely a Texas-style pastrami.